Hey, welcome to Diamond Protection video series. My name's Travis Burns and it's Vin Bigham again. Afternoon, Vin. Okay, what Vin's going to do today in this video is going to cover what we just did before in our last series, but what he's going to do this time is got the aid of a wall. So he's going to ascend up the wall, so he's going to climb the rope and go up the wall, and then he's going to change out and come back down the rope again as well. So what he's doing this time is the same, everything's exactly the same, but the wall gives him a little bit of stability this time. You'll see that come into play. So he hooks his safety back on, his red. So he's working on his safety line at the moment, got his hand on his cowtail, he's about to load his rope into his croll, which is in the centre section there. So what he does is puts the rope in the croll, which is spring loaded, and then operates from there. Bit of tension on it. So this will only allow him to go up the rope. As you can see, every time he goes to go down, the rope takes his weight. Alright, after that he's going to put his leg strap or his foot strap in, and then that's going to give him some mechanical assistance through his power of his legs as well. So he puts that on the same way as the Juno, he's got the cam. That's the same thing, once he pushes it up he can't bring it down unless he releases the cam. Alright, checks all the carabiners, we always check those at least twice. Make sure the gates aren't going to open. So if one was open, Vin, what would it look like?
If one was open, the threaded gate will be down like that. Very easy to open up with your thumb, or if I do anything, it will potentially come undone. So when a piece of hardware goes onto our ropes, straight away what we teach, carabiners are done up neat and tight. So just technique.
So what he's saying there is you don't just go and put all your carabiners on, then go and tighten them all. You do, if you put one into the system, you lock it off exactly the same time you put it into the system.
Yep. Same.
So the system we're talking about, the system is the ropes and everything that he's doing there. Alright, so he's nearly ready to roll, he's just checking everything. Right. You've got to make sure you do everything correct. Alright, good to go, Vin?
Good to go.
Okay, so he's going to put his foot into the foot strap, which is that black strap he's got there. Alright, that just gives him power out of his legs to lift his body weight up rather than relying on his upper body strength. Okay, it's very important to keep yourself neat and tidy because, as you can see, you get tangled up fairly quickly. Should something happen to him, obviously, then we'll come over the top and rescue him.
Leg at 90 degrees, that's where I get all my power from. As I pull down on the Jumar, I'm forcing my leg down towards underneath our butt area.
So what he's saying there is don't put your leg out if you're just trying to lift and power off. Even if you just want to put it where you shouldn't put it, so right out in front of you or something silly like that, okay, you're not going to get any power. I'll tell you what will happen there, you're just going to rock around like a pendulum.
Right. Such as like this now.
Alright, that's not what you want to do. You don't want to achieve that. So what you want to do is get yourself a nice firm footing. With the wall, you can use it to stabilise yourself. That's a good thing about doing it with a wall. Alright, so you ready to roll?
Ready to go.
Okay, let's go.
Ascending up. Okay. Jumar connected in. Come underneath the pendulum.
Move the Jumar up, use his arm on the Jumar, which is that blue handle that he's got there, at the same time with his leg as well. Moves his safety up, Jumar, step, and then he goes up again. Sits back down again, reset safety, Jumar up, sits leg up, step. Sits down, takes weight off, safety up, okay, Jumar up, step, and pushing the rope through the croll.
Up goes the red.
Okay, so he's pretty well at the height that he wants to be at. So now what he does is he packs that up. So he gets his Jumar, takes it up there. Right.
Not as yet.
Ready to
descend down?
Yep, ready to descend. Croll won't allow him to come back down because that's what's hanging on to him. So he needs to change out of that and go into his ID, which is there. So he's going to thread his working rope through his ID, okay, which he's doing there. Closes off the gold plate, locks it into the system, make sure it's all done. Okay, puts the mechanical lock on, and that's done now, and then he also put a hard lock on, which is the rope as well. That's just extra safety. You can never have enough of that in this industry. Okay. What he's going to do, he sets everything up. He needs to step out of his croll. His croll's on the centre of his chest there, so he's going to put his foot in the leg rope there, or the foot strap. He's going to push up. When he pushes up, he's going to take the rope out of his croll. Once they're out of his croll, he's going to sit back down, and his ID is going to hang on to him there. and he's all good. Once he's got himself set and everything, he'll then remove his Jumar off the system and pack that away. As we always say all the way through, just make sure that that's done neatly. Opens up the screw gate, doubles the leg strap over, picks it on, then gives it 2 twists, puts that loop in, just makes it a lot shorter and neater. Hook it straight back onto your belt, ready to be used again. Okay, resets his safety or his red. Okay, make sure everything's not twisted and in the wrong positions. Good to come down, gives you the nod. Alright, so he takes the hard lock off the rope there. Alright, grabs his ID20 and slowly starts to move it down. Alright, as you can see, this time's a little bit different. He's using the wall, so some people find it easier, some people find it harder. It's just personal preference.
Shoulder width apart at the legs,
yep.
They're too narrow, too much pivot.
Okay, so what he's trying to tell me there is that if he has his legs too close together, he's going to pivot and sway around. If he has his legs about apart as far as his shoulders, gives him more stability. It stops him rocking. Walks down the wall too, so you don't just slide down, you actually walk down as if you're walking down a wall, obviously. Making sure everything's your safety. If he goes too far, what will happen is his red and his safety will get hung up. If he forgets about that, which I'll get him to do in a second, just keep going, Vin. If he forgets about that, what will happen is that'll get a lot of it's just locked off now. Okay, you see that's got a lot of strain on it. Now, he's got to try and get that back down. No matter how hard he pulls on that rope, it's not going to come back down. All right. If he's lucky and he's close enough to the ground, he could step out of it, but he can't. So that's what we were saying before, you need to have your Jumar handy. So he's going to put that back in the system. Poor bloke, he probably didn't expect me to do that to him, but that's all right. So he puts that back in the system, uses his foot strap, because he needs to take some tension off the rope. Same as when he was stepping out of his crawl. So grabs onto that. So it's not a problem, it's just something he's got to overcome.
So release the mechanical lock.
Release the mechanical lock, ready to roll. Go and step up a little bit. Once he does that, pulls it through. There we go. Nice and simple. Alright, so you can retrieve it. That's the idea, because quite often, I can guarantee, no matter how many times you've done this, you will do that to yourself one day. Alright, so then don't panic, just reset everything, have a think of what you're doing. Alright, his Jumar foot strap tidies away, puts it straight back into the system. 2 twists once that's been done. Alright, so make sure, that's what I was saying, you need to have that handy because that can happen to you. He's ready to go, resets everything. Okay, down the wall. Undoes the rope, under the hard lock. Okay, resets it, finds the sweet spot, there he comes. You can just about guarantee, I think I'm right in saying, Vin, once you've done that to yourself once, you probably won't do it again.
You minimise it.
You certainly minimise it. Okay, well done. Alright, then obviously down to the ground. As we say, go a little bit lower, and then you can use the rope, stand up. Well done, thanks Vin. Thanks Vin. So that concludes our demonstration. So on behalf of Dom Protection, thank you for watching the video on how to ascend and descend using the wall. On behalf of myself, Travis Bingham, thanks once again from Dom Protection.